Hello and welcome on 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Well, it's Champions League night again. Matches will be coming up in different stadiums in Europe as teams will be fighting for honors. They've been doing that for a while. I'll be looking at that in this particular edition of 360 Sport. But we'll be starting from Nigerian stories. We're talking about our ladies. FIFA Under-17 Women World Cup is actually starting today. And our ladies will be fighting hard. FIFA Under-17 Women World Cup. Flamingos begin World Cup campaign against Germany. Germany, at least they've been able to do well in this competition. And right now, our ladies also want to make sure they fight hard against them. We know how good they are, but it is very, very achievable coming from the captain and also the coach of that team, Lowo Kere, saying, well, they will do everything possible to file out against Germany. By the time that particular match starts by 4:30 p.m. today, our ladies should be able to do well against Germany. I have in the studio Yusuf Akogu. Let's talk some sports.
Good to be here again.
Good one.
Good morning.
Yeah, of course.
Morning,
I see you smiling because of your team, right? But our ladies, they will be there to face Germany today. After India, the host nation will have actually faced USA. Then it will be our own turn. That is Flamingos Under-17 women's team. And they will be fighting against a very tough team. That is Germany. We know what they've done in this competition. We know how good they are. But it is not what we cannot do. It is very, very achievable. All they need to do is to believe in themselves. The captain has spoken, the coach has actually spoken that they will not be kind of relieved. They will not stay back. They want to come out against Germany and also show to Nigeria why they've been playing all this friendly all this while.
Absolutely. Is Germany, if you know them, they're a very strong team, both in the male and female category of football. So they've been doing so well across all of that. And Nigeria coming up against them today in our opening game is not going to be an easy one, but knowing the resilience and the strength of Nigeria, we've been at this level before, and I think we're going to try to do our best. I was listening to the media officer of the team yesterday, Oluchi, and he did say that the team is ready and prepared to go against the German machine, as they are. I mean, they are called across all their football categories. So I think it's going to be a good one for them, a very big test for us. If you look at some of the preparation ahead of this game, we've not really done so well. But again, you can't compare friendly to the main competition. Sometimes you lose your friendlies and win your games when it comes to the main competition. So I think it's going to be a very good test. We look forward to that game today. I think we will not find it easy against the German because they have been be doing so well in this competition. So, and if you know Nigeria at age grade competition, we've always been doing so well, both our male category, the under-17, the under-20, and all of that. I think the Flamingos, they will give a good account of themselves. Possibly, get that needed victory that will move us to the next round against the German.
Well, we hope that will be happening, but we know what is at stake now. We have New Zealand, we have Chile in our group, but I love the fact that they are starting with Germany because that will at least up their game, although I pray that this first game will give them that confidence. If they are able to win, not being complacent against Chile or New Zealand, then it means we can scale through. If they are able to work hard against Germany, gets to watch them very well, plan against them, don't be scared with their names or their achievement. Just go there.
Absolutely. The two teams will look forward to this. Are looking forward to this game. This is the first game of the tournament. They both will need that 3 points to get them set for the next round. So it's going to be a very tough one, very, very tough one. And if you look at Chile and New Zealand, they're also a very good side when it comes to female football. You can't really rule out the New Zealanders. They are very good at this level. But Germany today, I think, is going to be a tough one. But I actually think that we can actually nick that by at least a long goal against the German to surprise the German today and to tell the world that look, we are ready for this tournament. It's going to be tough, but I think we can get it.
It is going to be tough, but it is very achievable. Coming from Yusuf Akogo there, Nigeria will be fighting against Germany in the FIFA Under-17 Women World Cup starting today. India, USA for the opening match. Nigeria and Germany for the second game, and we believe that our ladies will do us proud as they fight out against the German ladies Under-17 World Cup. Wishing them the best over there in India. They will be competing over there at the Goa, where they will fight for honors in their Group B. Well, I will talk about that. Let's look at some matches that was played just yesterday. Nottingham Forest vs Aston Villa ended 1-1. Nigerian striker Emmanuel Dennis, he was unsung against Aston Villa, although a particular player there, Coutinho, was what's wrong? Really didn't come out the way we expected it. But, well, for Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, good one there. Dennis scoring his first goal for Nottingham Forest. I'm so happy for him right now because at least this will boost his confidence and also metamorphose Nigeria performance.
Absolutely, it's a good one for him. I wasn't expecting move to Nottingham Forest in the first place. I was expecting him to,
to Chelsea.
Giving the ovation when he came to the limelight. So I was expecting him to move to one of the biggest clubs, even not necessarily in England, maybe to one of the Europe top league. But then again, Nottingham Forest, they are doing very well, not so very well in the league. They are a newcomer.
Let's not rub the head. They are not doing well.
Absolutely. After a long, time of absence from the league, they are back, and then they are trying to, see how they can stay in the league for at least one more season. At the beginning, they recruited some players, including another Nigeria. Taiwa Woni is also on their payroll. So Dennis getting his first goal yesterday is a very good one for him. Unfortunately, they couldn't, win that game. It ended 1-1 with that goal from Ashley Young. It's a very good one for him, and I actually hope that this will help him relaunch his somehow fading career at this early stage of his, career.
Well, Ashley Young right now, to let you know, is the oldest player to have scored. When you look at the age, 37 years plus, and he's still playing for Aston Villa. I remember when he really was very young then. Well, right now, let's look at the table, the way it's looking at in the EPL after the complete start, the match day 9, and we look at the table right now. It shows that really the Gunners are really raring to go, pumping hard against all odds when no one actually believed they could do it. They've been standing top. Manchester City with 23 points are following them with just 1. You have Tottenham Hotspur with 20 points. Chelsea are trailing, standing 4th right now. You have Manchester United, Newcastle, Brighton. They've been pushed down to where they belong. The big boys are coming up. Seriously.
Absolutely. At the beginning of the season, Brighton was topping the league, and I told some of my friends, look, this is just initial gra-gra, what we call IGG.
IGG. They got that English from Nigeria.
In Africa, in Nigeria.
Good morning. So, why we are still looking at the table?
Yeah, you see that the big boys are back. The Arsenal, Manchester City, Chelsea, Man United, and Tottenham, they are actually back up there. Arsenal, they've been doing so well. They won their game against Liverpool 3-2. It ended. A very good one for them. I actually think they can actually maintain this momentum, going into November.
So your club that you said they are doing well, look at them standing 19th on the log. Exactly. With 5 points. Nottingham Forest are just a point ahead of Leicester right now. They have 4 points. That's Leicester City. You have Nottingham Forest with 2 Nigerian strikers, Woni and Dennis right now. They have 5 points. Wolverhampton Wanderers with the issue of coaches here and there, where they have 6 points. Southampton, Aston Villa with that point that they shared against Nottingham Forest, they have 9 points. Crystal Palace, Leeds United, West Ham, Everton, Brentford, but surprisingly Liverpool are 10th on the log. Well, that's very surprising, but that's football at times. Fulham, Bournemouth, well, the big boys right now, they really set themselves up, except for Liverpool and Everton, they're really down among them now. But anytime you look at EPL, you are always seeing Arsenal, Man City, Spurs, Chelsea, Man U, Newcastle are coming up really this season. Then Brighton, they've been there for a while. They've been at least pushed down to their categories. And now Liverpool, maybe they can at least up their game and move up to where they actually belong. Well, that's it. Looking at the way it went down in English Premier League after Nottingham against Aston Villa ended. Now let's quickly go Spanish La Liga. Now Elche also playing 1-1 draw in their game as they were able to at least hold their own in that particular match that they played. Well, for La Liga, talking about Elche there. Now looking at the way the table is also standing, if we can easily look at the fact that Barcelona are back to the top. They are really giving Real Madrid a good run for their money. You have Real trailing them, although they have the same point, but on goal difference of 19 against 12. 7 goals difference there. Athletic Club, Atletico de Madrid are actually standing 4th. You have Real Betis, Real Sociedad. Anytime you look at Spanish La Liga, the 2 Real teams must be there. Valencia are 7th with 16 points so far. Rather 13. You have Osasuna, Villarreal standing there, pecking order. But Elche, despite getting a point yesterday, they are still down the log table with just 2 points from how many matches now? 8 matches. A poor one.
It's a very, very poor one for them. Very, very very poor one for them. They play a 1-1 yesterday, and I think it's something they can build on. They've not really been doing so well this season. But it's still early in the day, just 8 matches, and then there's still about 30 more games to go, so it's a long season. For Barcelona, Real Madrid, and of course the Atletico Madrid, just like in the EPL, this is usually a 3-horse race in La Liga, so every season...
before Valencia, Villarreal used to join them, but
they're 4 down the pecking order, so they have not been there challenging for the La Liga in the last, if not 10 to 12 seasons ago now. So it's usually between Barcelona, Real Madrid, and the Atletico Madrid at the best. Nothing has really changed, and it's still early in the day. 22 points each between the two arch rivals.
Giants.
Absolutely, the Madrid and the Barcelona. So it's still a long season. 30 more games to go. Still have more. There's going to be a lot of matches.
A lot of matches there. El Clasico is coming. Who will win this year's El Clasico? We're waiting for that. While we go Italian, a match was also played where Lazio went on rampage. They were able to defeat Fiorentina at the city of Florence 4-0. You have Ciro Immobile among the scorers there. Good one for Fiorentina, rather Lazio against Fiorentina. Winning away 4-0 is just a game that you want to appreciate what they did. They were able to win, and congrats to the team Lazio. Now, if we quickly look at Serie A, after the completion of that table, rather the week, you have Napoli. Yes, they are top now with 23 points. Have Atalanta, good one for Nigerian stars, that's Osimhen and Ademola Lookman. The two of them, their two teams are top of the table, 23-21. You have Lazio, Udinese. This season so far, shocking that looking at the way the table is standing in Italia, is always Milan, Roma, Juventus. But now you look at them standing 5th, 6th, and 7th, in fact 8th. Milan, Roma, Inter, Juventus are actually standing from 5 till 8th position there, while Napoli, Atalanta, Lazio are topping alongside Udinese. Well, Salernitana, Monza, Fiorentina, Empoli, Spezia, and Lecce, they are all standing in the middle of the pack. While Sampdoria, well, that's surprising too. Cremonese, they are newcomers. Right now, they are standing 19 on the log. We have Verona, Bologna, all struggling to see how they can up their game. Well, so far 9 matches have been played, and you see Napoli and Atalanta topping.
Yes, I think this one season that the middle table, perennial middle table team are actually proving their mettle right now. If you look at it, the big ones, the big guns, the Inter Milan, AC Milan, Roma, Juventus, the perennial winner of the Scudetto. Look at where they are on the table: 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th on the log. Is really, I think it's going to be a long season. But Napoli, they have proven this season in the league, in the UEFA Champions League, that look, they are actually there to compete with the big one. This is a result of, the work that the former AC Milan maestro, Gattuso, started at the Napoli, and that's what they're actually reaping right now. If you see Atalanta, they've been there. They were neither here nor there. They've, in some cases, they've actually tried to prove that they're actually a force to reckon with. But actually, they've not really proved that over the years. But I think they're actually beginning to do that now. And maybe it's that season that you think is for the underdog, just like we had in the EPL when Leicester City won the league. When you see some of the big, clubs all in the middle of, the table. So the table rather. So that is what we're actually seeing. I think it's a long season. You can't actually rule out Roma, for example. They are on 19 points, just 4 points separating them from Napoli. So it's still a long way to go, and anything can happen.
Anything can still happen while we're looking at Italia. Serie A is still open for all the big clubs like Roma, Juventus, Inter Milan, and AC Milan to make a way for themselves. But right now, Napoli, Atalanta are top of the ranks. They are fighting for honors, trying to see who wins this Scudetto for this season. Now, quickly, we actually treated Bundesliga table yesterday, but just to have a feel of it again, Union Berlin are topping there, followed by Freiburg, before you see the likes of Bayern and Borussia Dortmund following suit. Well, that's the way it's standing in German Bundesliga, at least right now. It's like new wave is actually blowing across Europe. You have Union Berlin, Sporting Freiburg, you have Bayern, Borussia, although it's a bit tricky, 20 points, 18-16 15, 16, and you have 15 for Werder Bremen. But it's still open because the big boys will never give up. They are coming. Borussia Mönchengladbach, 15 points. They are standing 6 on the log. You have the likes of Bochum 1848, Stuttgart, Schalke 04 from the bottom of the table. For Schalke 04, that's another tough season for them. They've never been like this.
Absolutely. If you look at it, I think, just like you said, this may be a season for the underdog. I've said that before. But again, if you look at the German Bundesliga table, Bayern Munich, they've scored more goals than the rest of the club of the team there.
But they didn't gather more points.
Well, not gather more points because they play some draws that are, I think are actually unnecessary. But I think with time, water will find its level.
Okay, I like that word anyway. Water will actually find its level. Let's see if the Water of Bayern will find the level here. If Union Berlin can do the style of Leicester, I remember what they did last time when they won the EPL against all odds. Who knows? Maybe Union Berlin will get it done this time around, and Awoni will be like, why did I leave this team? Well, that's football. Just let's look at French League One before we talk UEFA Champions League. French League One right now, the league leaders always, as you know, PSG, as they are right now coasting home with 26 points, although just 1 point ahead of Lorient, who have really done well. We have our own person there, Terem Murphy. Terem Murphy has been very in superlative form for that club. He has scored 8 goals this season. He was on song over the weekend, scoring 2 goals. You have Olympique Marseille, Lens, Monaco, Reims, Lille, Clermont, Lyon. Lyon now they have a new coach, although that's Laurent Blanc. They have Montpellier, Toulouse, Troyes, all in that pecking orders. For Moussine Simon team, Nantes, they are really struggling. They have just they are standing 19 with 7 points after they play 10 matches. They need to up their game. The likes of Ajaccio, Brest, Auxerre, Angers, they are all there at the bottom of the table. For PSG, at least need to expect that they have enough stars.
Of course, it's not. Nobody is surprised that PSG is topping the league anyway. They've done that over and over again with the like of Lionel Messi and Neymar. What else do you expect? And in the competition there is not as stiff as it is in other leagues. That's where they've been dominating so far. I think the area that people are actually looking up to them is in the Champions League. They need to do well and see. For many years they've tried to get their hands on that trophy. It's not been easy for them. I think they have the squad to do that this season. So we look forward to see what they can actually do in the Champions League this season. For me, in the French league, I think it's in the bag for them.
It's in the bag, not in the hand. Let's go to the big one. UEFA Champions League will be starting today again. Let's look at some matches will be played. Dinamo Zagreb will be playing against Salzburg, and it's going to be a big one there. Well, a big match. AC Milan, Chelsea. Maybe we should take it to Yusuf so that we can look at the table as it's standing. Now we have 4 matches, rather 2 matches in this group, Group E now. Dinamo Zagreb, Salzburg, AC Milan, Chelsea. Let's look at the table of this group, then we can come back to talk about how they will be fighting for honors now in Group E. Well, AC Milan, Chelsea, Salzburg. But surprisingly, Salzburg are topping the league.
Yes.
And you have the table rather. You have Chelsea, you have Milan, you have Dinamo Zagreb. And for tonight, it's going to be a big one because Salzburg know they will be playing away to Zagreb. And AC Milan will be hosting Chelsea. So let's talk about it.
So Salzburg, they stand a very good chance. They know that if they win to this game,
they will have
a very
6
good
points.
Yeah, 9 points. They'll have 8 points. And they will,
you mentioned Zagreb. Salzburg.
If Salzburg win tonight's game, they will, have that very good chance of progressing to the next round. Because Chelsea and Inter Milan will cancel each other out.
AC Milan.
And AC Milan, will cancel each other out. You understand? So they are both on 4 points, and Chelsea is going away to Milan. The last time out, it was 3-0 at the Stamford Bridge. So AC Milan will try as much as they can today to see how they can actually, revenge. Against Chelsea today. So it's going to be a very tricky one, and then it's difficult to predict as it is right now.
But you have to predict one. Just to throw some banter there. Well, for this group, a tough one there. Well, against all Dinamo Zagreb will be at home against Salzburg. Would they be able to do it in an away game? Trying to see how they can add more to their tallies. Talking about the Austrian team, Salzburg, and they'll be facing the Croatian team, Zagreb. That's AC Milan hosting Chelsea at Giuseppe Meazza. Who will win this battle? Will Chelsea be able to at least make it a big one? Aubameyang, Olivier Giroud, their former player, will be there there to tell them, well, I'm here to stay. Let's see what's going to be happening there. AC Milan, Chelsea, according to Yusuf, they'll be cancelling themselves out. I still don't understand how the cancellation will be. Anyway, Celtic, Leipzig, and Shakhtar Donetsk, Real Madrid in Group F. Looking at the way it is in their Group F, a big one, Celtic from Scotland against the German team Leipzig, and you have Shakhtar Donetsk against Real Madrid. They are already become a familiar foe, and they will be fighting for honors now. Looking at Group F now, as it's able to standing, Real Madrid, yeah, of course, they won 3 out of 3, and they will be facing Shakhtar in an away game. And you have Leipzig against Celtic, also away to Celtic. And looking at this table and the group also, Yusuf.
I think this group is a given for Real Madrid. They just need to win today and then qualify to the second round, which I think they will. So it's going to be now the fight between Leipzig and then Shakhtar for the second spot. So and the German guy are actually going against the Celtic today. I think they are going to get again in the last time out they won their games. I think they are going to do that, repeat that again today. And then to move up to second position at the end of today's
You are
game.
so sure that Leipzig will beat Celtic?
I think they will be Celtic.
You only think, you're not sure.
They will be Celtic.
Well,
I think
talking about the Champions League, we're looking at these 4 now. We've looked at Zagreb, Salzburg, AC Milan, Chelsea, Celtic, Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk versus Real Madrid will also be coming up. Although Real are topping that group, they are really coasting. They've won 3 out of 3, but though they'll be playing away to Shakhtar Donetsk. And Celtic versus Leipzig, another big one there. Who stays up? Who stay down? Those are the 4 matches we'll be looking at right now, which we've done, and they will be looking at the remaining 4 in our subsequent edition of 360 Sports. And to let you know that Lyon, they've appointed Leon Blanc as their head coach. He will be with them till 2024. A good one there. They at least they are doing away with the trying to see how they can change things. Lyon, for a while, if you remember, when they had Juninho, they were really, in fact, they won it consecutively for 7 seasons. That's French League One before PSG came and took over. But now they've got Laurent Blanc, the former manager of PSG and Bordeaux. Let's see do you think it can turn this around with Olympique Lyon?
Yes, it can, but it's going to take a while. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. PSG has been there for a very long time with the kind of a squad that they have. It's difficult for anybody to actually compete against them right now, especially in League One. So I don't think Lyon is going to do it overnight. And what Laurent Blanc actually need right now is they need to give him time, to give him some few seasons to prepare, getting some players that will, boost the performance of the Lyon. They are, a giant when it comes to the League One. They've also done well in the UEFA Champions League. So I think it's going to take a while. I hope they will give him the time, because in football these days, coaches are as good as their last game. So we hope they'll give him time to build the team, to be able to compete with PSG and, of course, some other top teams in League One, especially PSG.
When you said they've done well in Champions League, what they won the...
They've never won it, but they've knocked out some big names. They've knocked out the likes of Manchester United, Manchester City, the like of Arsenal, Chelsea.
So knocking people out is your...
Getting results against those big teams, I think, is something that...
You get the result and you can't get the trophy.
Well, many teams have gotten the result. The like of Manchester City, they are yet to win the Champions League anyway.
Of course. But really, to be candid, if you want to talk about a team that have really done well in Champions League, you have to think of Real Madrid, AC Milan, Liverpool. They've really done well. Yes, those are the teams that you can say they've done well in Champions League.
Yes, what I'm saying is that coming from the French league,
knocking out or to knock people out, that's their best performance.
You've not really had so many good, any club from that league that have actually won the UCL. So PSG has tried, Lyon have done, Marseille, they've played final in 2004. But then, again, you can't really rule Lyon out.
I'm reading it out. I'm reading it out right now. Well, we've been talking Champions League, and a big one for Lyon. They appointed Laurent Blanc as their head coach until 2024. Let's see what's going to do to turn things around with Olympique Lyonnais, as they are called. And now we look at the last that has to do with Liverpool. Well, right now their forward Luis Diaz is injured, and it's very, very painful because the blowout injury for Liverpool. He will be out till, in fact, after the World Cup, and that news is not a good one for Liverpool right right now. The team are going to be working alone without Luis Diaz, who has been fantastic for them. He has always been scoring. He has always been this one saving them one way or the other this season. But now he's out.
Yeah, he was actually signed to replace Sadio Mane. Liverpool, but I mean, with this injury, and I mean, although they'll be struggling since the Senegalese left, but with this injury against another big blow for them. That is going to even be out till after the World Cup. It's going to be a big blow for Liverpool, the team that is struggling to even get their act together. It's going to be a very big one for them. So now it is now left for the coach now to see how he can actually reshuffle the team and bring in some players that are actually, help them to get a result. So it's going to be a difficult one for them. I really, really sympathize with him. You see the hunger in him anytime he come on and he's playing for Liverpool. You see that hunger, the determination to play, to win. So it's in him. He's a very fantastic player that I actually tip to be one of the, player to watch out for in the EPL. I mean, for many years to come. But with this injury, I hope Liverpool will be able to cope without him. It's going to be a difficult one for them, really. It's going to be difficult.
A big one, a big blow to Liverpool there. One of their best players getting injured. Luis Diaz is out till after the World Cup. We just wish him quick recovery. And for our ladies, Flamingos, we're wishing you the best as you fight out against Germany today to fight for the first game in Group B, where they'll be facing Germany there. Flamingos, we are behind you from home. We wish you all the best. And for the Champions League group, well, from E to F, G, H, let the best team win. Well, Yusuf, a big one there.
Yes, it's a big one. Well, we look forward to the game later today, and I hope that the Flamingos and make us proud. They've always done so. That we hope they do that again today. And for the UCL, we wish the teams the best, especially Real Madrid, Chelsea, and of course Salzburg. I think they can, get one against their opponent today and they qualify for the next round.
Good one there. We have to go now with Yusuf Akogi. I want to appreciate you. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure being here.
I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.